Sorry, I kind of I kind of passed out from the how bad the last recording was. Yeah, it was that bad. I had to rewatch it just to see if I should actually upload that to YouTube. Um, Honestly, I was not going to, but after I passed out, I was like, well, I think I'm going to need to explain why I why I just came up like that. But anyway, just leave that there. Uh, so I would have to stick to that recording. I really don't want to, but whatever. Welcome. This is Adam from the Dimensional Game Squad here, bringing you with Battle of the Beast episode 20. Soltra the Stone Charmer versus Sting the Scorpion Man. Hopefully this will be more of interesting of a battle. Like I said in the last video, there'll be no backstory to this fight because, well, I don't really see a point to doing it considering both these beasts belong to Malvel. So what will I even say? And then the size and speed advantage don't really matter, as always. And then that goes to the then we go to the actual fight itself. Okay, so I was talking to Lucas about this matchup. I'll get to that story after this fight because I'm gonna give a fight this time. Anyway, close your eyes. Let me weave your tale. This fight would take place. I can see the Northern Mountains. Yeah, okay. This fight takes place in the Northern Mountains. So, a rather rocky area for Sting, and an area where, I'm going to say Soltra controls the fog to roll in. So, a rather good place to have fog, and also a rather rocky environment. So, it kind of works for both of them. But anyway, let's get right to this battle. Close your eyes, let me weave your tale. Yet again. Oh god. So, Sting is scuttling around the rocky environments of the Northern Mountains, searching for Arcta. Little do you know Arcta's actually dead. But, yeah. Look, searching for Arcta. Yeah. And then suddenly wow, I just realised Arcta is in both of these books. That's kind of funny. Okay. Okay. Adam, keep to the story. Keep to the fight. God's sake. So, yes. So this mysterious fog rolls in with this a gorgeous voice being emanated from the distance. Sting turns to that general direction to be caught off guard by a thorny whip to whip around one of his legs and whip round a couple of his legs and have his legs being pulled forward where he just falls down onto his front. Yeah, his front. Don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm adopted. Okay. So after Sting realizes what's going on, he notices that the voice is getting a lot louder, like lot louder. Yeah, a lot louder. That's all I have to say. That's all that I really could say. So, so Sting looks down to his front legs to see that, well, it is trapped around a whip. So he uses one of his pincers to go and cut through the whip, which succeeds. He gets back up and starts scuttling towards the voice, searching around because he feels like the voice is coming from all direction. So he's just turning around like he's completely lost. Then I'm just gonna say, just looking at this from a point where I could look through the fog, Sting is facing the wrong direction from Soltra. Soltra is about to sneak up behind him, ready to wrap her arms around him to pull him backwards into her and just stare into his eyes. But Sting hears this, senses this, and gets his tail and stabs directly back into Soltra, hitting her in the chest. Now, if you remember, I said that the golden armor beasts would not have the golden armor on them. And because Soltra is basically bones and a rag, that sting, the stinger, the tail of Sting, damn, I need to think of what I say, went right through Soltra, not even hitting her at all. Sting then turns round to be surprised to see Soltra. Sting has heard stories about Soltra when he was a boy. So as quick as he could, he closes his eyes and makes sure his hair is in front of him, so he has no chance in seeing Soltra. And then he just starts waving his pincers around, trying to grab hold of Soltra's head to try and at least pinch the eye out. What am I saying? Pinch the eye out, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Grab the head and just crush it with his claws. Little did he know, Soltra's no longer in front of him. Soltra's now to the side of him. Soltra grabs two of the side legs of Sting and pulls him to the side that she's at, causing Sting to tumble over. His hair that was in front of him wafts down to the sides where he's laying on the floor, and due to regular reaction, Sting opens his eyes briefly to be caught by, luckily, the side of Soltra, and the eye is not staring at him into his eye, so he's safer now. For this brief moment that Sting can see where he's going, he knows where he can he knows what to do. So Sting closes his eyes again, hoping that Soltra's still in front of him. Yeah, kind of. Because I'm saying Sting's back. It's just kind of folded enough back where he's lying on the floor and he can see Soltra standing in between his back and his tail area. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, this isn't about how good the fight goes. This is how... Honestly, this just goes how hilarious I can make it now. Anyway. So Sting closes his eyes again and pretends he's unconscious. Soltra realizes he's unconscious, not knowing that he's faking it, and she goes towards Sting's legs. That's like in the air, just like I don't know how to describe it, and goes to pull them back, trying to pull them off Sting's body. And while Soltra's distracted with Sting's legs to try and dismember him, Sting, as quick as a scorpion would, because he is a scorpion, gets his pincers and pinches at each of Soltra's arms. Pinches at Soltra's bony legs, pulls back, causing Soltra to fall over. Sting gets back up, keep making sure his eyes are still closed and his pincers are still on Soltra's legs. He then briefly lets go. He lets go of one leg of one of his pincers and gets it round Soltra's ribs area. Gets the other pincer to go around one of her arms when he eventually found it. Same thing with the other one. He pulls Soltra up by the arms of his pincers and, keeping his eyes closed, remember, just keeps pulling Soltra towards him, causing her head to encounter his head whilst he's just like headbutting her as well. So more like beating the ever-living crap out of someone. Actually, no, it goes on with the phrase, using your head. Soltra, still feeling the pain, screams even louder, causing an ear-piercing ringing to go through Sting, causing him to let go of Soltra and puts his pincers over his ears and him to cower down to the floor. Soltra stops with the singing and Sting regains composure, keeping his eyes closed, feels around with his pincers, try and find Soltra. But then, as if by magic, well, not really by magic, but Sting then feels two thorny, well, smaller versions, two small thorny whips wrap around each of his pincers, so together, pulled tight behind his back. And if you're wondering how that's done, that's simply because Soltra found both bits of her whip, and instead of trying to put it together, which she can't, she used each bit like a whip to wrap around each of Sting's arms and somehow get them behind his back. Since Sting is actually unable to attack Soltra now, because remember, his scorpion tail just went right through her torso, Sting is trying to aim for the head or any parts of the bone to try and actually at least knock a piece of it out of place, causing Soltra to get a bit wobbly. So he's just waving his tail around in front of him and behind him and all sides of him. Kind of like a little, I don't know what they're called. But kind of just spinning his tail around in the circle to try and knock Soltra over. Soltra sees this, and after like the 5th time Sting is whirled it around his head, Soltra grabs it and pulls it backwards, causing Sting to just do a backflip over Soltra and land on his back, and Sting landing on top of his own tail. Soltra gets on top of Sting, uses her hands, and puts her finger and her thumb like this, like in the pinching motion, on his eyes and forces them open for Sting to stare into Soltra's one eye. They make direct eye contact and Sting slowly, yet rather quickly, turns to stone. And because that's what Soltra actually does, and Sting is still alive, and there's no way for Sting to get out unless a Dark Realm beast actually comes to break him out, which, if I'm correct, Torgor's dead, Score hasn't battled yet, Tusk hasn't battled yet, Cayman, I believe, is dead. Hold on. I'm looking at the I'm looking at the books here. This is where I keep the books for the next battles. Naga is alive, but there's no way Naga's going to be helping him. Cayman, I think he's dead. Okay, there's no Dark Realm Beast going to help him. So, with Soltra satisfied with Sting encased in a stony prison, Soltra walks away into the mist, leaving Sting to die. So, moral of the story is, Soltra won, Sting has lost. And the conversation I was having with Lucas when he found out about this matchup, I said there's no way Sting was going to win. He said, well, Sting might stand a chance. I mean, he was a boy. He did work for Malvo. He should have known at least a bit about Soltra. And that's what I took into account. Please be happy about that. It's just Sting's, I think, lack of time of being a beast compared to Soltra was the reason why Sting didn't win. I mean, don't get me wrong, he did fairly well. But how do you kill a skeleton that is literally thinner than a piece? How do you kill a skeleton that's thinner than, let's say, this deodorant can? I don't know. With each bone thinner than that. But still though, I still saw Soltra winning this. Yeah, Sting stood a bit more chance than Karaka did with Igrash. But as much as I would have loved to see both of these species move on to the next round, Soltra takes the cake for me. So yeah, that is all for this time. One more recording, then I am done for the day. And so if you liked what you heard or saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you disagree with the results of this fight. Or leave a comment below saying that you do agree. I don't really mind. I just like seeing comments, don't I? Yeah, and I'll see you next time with, honestly, another set of beasts which I kind of wish were not in this fight. Well, I wish they were in the tournament, just not against each other in round 1. Now it's Kamar, the Faceless Beast, and Cobra, God of the Shadows. Both of these beasts are absolutely amazing, and I need to put both of them against each other to try and see which one's stronger. Fun! Anyway, I'll see you next time.